YouTube, it's your boy Salt. We are back with another video. Just vibing, got a beautiful view behind me, shout out to Wagos, man. We got the merch coming out soon. Make sure you cop. But what are we gonna talk about today? A lot of these videos, I don't really have a script. I like to find places to just unwind, settle down, and whatever comes to my mind. The first thing that popped in my mind just now was authenticity, and the importance of staying true to you. I realized that from experience of trying to be somebody I'm not, people are going to judge you regardless. So you might as well stay true to who you are. Right? People are always going to have something to say about you, or going to push you this way or that way, or, whatever the case may be. So you might as well just embrace who you fully are, right? And maybe you don't know who you fully are. There's nothing wrong with that. Because what a beautiful opportunity you have to go down that journey of figuring out all of the beautiful things that you have within you, right? God blessed each and every one of us with a certain uniqueness, with a certain specialty, right? And it's our job to open ourselves up and to turn our gaze inward and go down that journey of figuring out what's inside of here. What's that inner treasure that God placed within us? And it is a scary journey, right? Because maybe you went through really tough things as a child. Maybe you had really bad experiences with relationships, or you have certain traumas from your past, whatever it may be. And those things kind of block that inner treasure that we have. And we have to have the courage to go down that journey and start to unpack those things a little bit, right? And that's why it's so important to have grace for yourself, to have patience with yourself, and to trust the process, right? Because it's not going to be easy. And I think really understanding that good things take time, and anything that's worthwhile will not be easy, can help you tremendously. It can help you to navigate the process when things do get hard, when you are facing difficulties, when maybe you do have to face certain things that are incredibly tough and uncomfortable to face. It can help you navigate those things, because you understand that facing those things, going through those difficulties, is actually part of the process, and it's going to lead you to, becoming the person that you want to be later down the line, right? There is no becoming your most authentic self without going through struggle first, and a big part of becoming who you truly were meant to be is letting go of who you've been pretending to be. Right? And that's a hard thing to do, because you've put on this character for the people around you, for society, for social media, whatever it may be. And you get so used and comfortable playing this character that when it's time to actually, put yourself out there and figure out what you genuinely want to do, it's incredibly difficult to do that, because you have these chains, from this character that you've been playing, holding you back, right? And the key is, can you have the courage to break those chains and to let go of everything that was tied to that life you were pretending to live, and step into a new one, right? Because a lot of times when we feel like we're being broken, we're really just letting go of everything that isn't us, right? God is putting us through a transition period where we need to let go of old attachments, of old ways of thinking, of certain relationships, in order to step into the ones that are truly meant for us, right? And in those seasons, it does feel like we're being broken down. But in hindsight, you're going to realize that you really were just being, you were being, I don't even know the word. You were just being, moved through a season where you had to let go of all the things that were in you, and that's, some of the steps that you have to take towards being your authentic self. Another thing is being curious, keeping that childlike spirit. So often, people become closed-minded. They stop being a sponge. They stop wanting to learn and wanting to experience different things. And in order to become the best version of yourself, you have to put yourself out there. You have to open your mind and open your ears and open your heart to different things, and learn from different people, and study different things, and really figure out what is for you and what isn't, right? Because figuring out what you don't want to do, figuring out what isn't for you is just as valuable as figuring out what you do want to do, right? So don't be discouraged if maybe you've tried a few things and you can't figure out what you want to do. Well, at least you know what you don't want to do, right? So now you can continue to put your energy towards trying new things until you find something that you genuinely want to do. And a lot of times when you go down that inner journey, like we talked about earlier, of really trying to figure out who you are, you're going to start to realize certain things that you gravitate towards, certain gifts and talents that you have. And now the key is, how can I take those gifts and talents and use them in the world to, become all of who I was made to be in service of others, right? It's a beautiful journey to go down. It is a beautiful journey to go down. But each and every one of us has the capability of doing it, And even, I'm going to take it a step further, because I was actually thinking about this in the car. A lot of people struggle with figuring out their relationship to God, figuring out what God means to them, figuring out their faith, right? And, for me, the mindset of my relationship, my connection to God is personal. It's unique. It is a one of one, right? So maybe you shouldn't listen to what everybody is telling you about what you need to be doing for your life when it comes to faith and your connection to God. Maybe you should open up that doorway and walk through it for yourself and figure out, who is God to you? Where is that connection from? How is your relationship with God going to be? And it's a very personal thing. And I think a reason why a lot of people feel discouraged when it comes to faith, when it comes to finding a connection to God, is because you're seeing all these things on social media. You're seeing religion. You're seeing this person say you have to do this. And you're like, you're not feeling really drawn to any of these things. And now you feel hopeless, like, dang, like maybe God isn't real. Maybe I can't find a relationship with God. Maybe I don't know what to do. Or you just force yourself to believe in something, even though deep down you know that isn't the route for you, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that your relationship to God is for you to figure out, is for you to find, is for you to cultivate, right? You don't need to listen to anybody else to find your relationship with God. Everybody's relationship, everybody's connection to what they believe God is unique and personal, right? And we've fallen into this trap of trying to tell everybody that we all need to think like this. We all need to do this. We all need to have the same perspective and look at everything the same and have the same type of connection and do the same things every single day. But that's just not the case, right? Life is so broad. It's so open. It's so unique. And we are a reflection of that life. God is a creator. God created us in his image. And the crazy thing is, all of us look different. You feel what I mean? So in reality, we're all the image of God in our own unique way. And the beauty about that is you get to find that connection to God through being uniquely and authentically all of who you were made to be. Right? A lot of times we find our connection to God through being somebody that we aren't, through playing this character or putting on this perception to please people around us or to please a certain group of people or an environment to fit in, right? No, you got to be authentically, unapologetically, and uniquely yourself. And when you go down that journey of really tapping into your authenticity and your truth, that's where you'll find your real connection to God. And you're not really going to need to label it. You're not really going to need to explain it to other people. You're just going to live it. Right? You're just going to live it, because our connection to God, our walk with God, is not meant to always be labeled or this or that. It's meant to be lived, walked out. It's called a walk with God. And on that walk, you get to figure out different things. You get to experience different things, have different perspectives, learn different things, figure out your connection. It's a beautiful journey to go down. It really is. It really is. And however you find that connection, that is unique to you. Right? I'm not here to tell you what's right or wrong. I don't think anything is right or wrong. I think it's all about you. What is your path? Figure that out and go down it. What is your path? But yeah, it was a quick little rant sesh, chat, salt sesh, whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Salt is out of here. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this, but we vibing, y'all. We vibing.